Okay, I hope that we're gonna be live very soon. I mean, I can't be sure about anything, but you know, I'm just hoping that everything will work out fine this time. It took me freaking, you know, again, half an hour to fix everything, but now everything seems to be working. Now everything seems to be working. I haven't tested it. But I do think that everything is working. I mean, we will find out very soon. So anyway, you know, anyone who's joining in just now, I'm just gonna tell that welcome to my stream. I am Luxus7, and you know, this time we're gonna be playing some VGC 2017 with a very special team of mine that I do find to be quite silly at the end of the day. And I'll tell you that what makes it very silly: the fact that it has Poliwrath, the fact that it has Pikachu, the fact that it has Clefairy. So all of these Pokemon that, you know, are not very, you know, commonly used in this game, in this team. It's going to be interesting. I'll tell you that. And I do think that we're gonna start off very smoothly right here. The game will be saved. We are connected to the internet, and we are just going to the battle spot. So we will see what's going to be waiting against us here and now. So yeah, I'm glad that anyone who could join is joined here. So very happy about that, and communications have been made, and I am indeed connected to the internet. That is indeed, you know, done. Yeah. So yeah, you know, we're just gonna connect to the internet, and I am, you know, I'm excited. I am excited because, you know, things might be happening here. Things might be happening here, and yep. Let's see here. Game sync. Yeah, done. Let's see here. We will see. So we're gonna be going into the rating battles, and yep. Let's just see here that everything is gonna be working out just fine. And yep, I'm just hoping that everything is fine, everything is well, and everything is just what we are gonna be doing here. So yeah, I am, you know, I'm hoping that everything will be, you know, fine with this team. I do agree with the automatic transmission of my battle videos, and yeah, I am. We're gonna go to the championship battle. We're gonna be communicating. We're gonna be waiting for a moment. And yeah, this team silliness. We're gonna go with the team silliness. And I click yes. I am indeed very positive about my... Well, hello there, PD Ducky. Welcome. I'm glad that we were able to join on this stream. I'm glad, and we are actually on the... We're looking for a battle. We're looking for a battle, ladies and gentlemen. This is farther than we have ever gotten before. It's kind of sad, the fact that it actually is that way, but we find a battle. Yeah, I don't know what kind of rating he had, but okay, I think he might be confuddled about the team what I have, but he has a Togedemaru, he has Ninetales, he has the Arcanine, which is a very common Pokemon, he has, you know, the Buzzwole, he has a Gyarados, and a Tapu Bulu. So, a very interesting team there. I probably am just gonna lead up with Pelipper and Poliwrath, just, you know, starting off right here, because, you know, Pelipper and Poliwrath are able to beat a lot of his team. I'm kind of worried about the Togedemaru because, you know, I hadn't really faced much of those in Showdown when I did some beta testing for this team. But I do think that, you know, Tapu Bulu, as it has superpower, is able to handle with that. And they probably would be bringing in Gyarados. Pikachu is alright, but I do think Metagross is better against Gyarados, and in general I do think Metagross is gonna do more against his team than Pikachu ever will. Because, you know, It might bring in Togedemaru, but I'm not really worried about these electric type capabilities because at the end of the day, it's just a fake out user. It's just the lightning rod, thing. It has also the steel typing, so superpower will do super effective damage against it. And my opponent, is just waiting and seeing what they are going to be bringing, and the battle is about to begin against the player Matti. And yeah. This is gonna be very exciting. I do think, if I be honest, I don't expect myself to win. I do not expect myself to win, but I'll tell you that. I will be. I am still very excited at the end of the day. So he's gonna be leading over the Ninetales and the Togedemaru. Okay. Ninetales has the snow warning, and Togedemaru has the lightning rod, and it also has air balloon. Okay. So this prevents them from setting up Aurora Whales. So Ninetales isn't gonna be able to do much on this turn. So basically, I think I could get a Tailwind up here. Actually, I'm just gonna protect here. He actually has a rating of 1435, so he has lost quite a few matches, so this might actually go well for me. But first turn, I do just want to use double protect. I do want to protect both of my Pokemon because I'm afraid of the fake out. Because, the Ninetales probably has freeze dry, so I don't want to, muck up anything here on the first turn. So I don't want to do anything risky. Maybe it sets up a Nasty Plot if it gets it. Regular Ninetales does get it, but, I don't know about the Alolan Ninetales. The Ninetales goes with a freeze dry, and he's indeed very afraid of my Poliwrath. So here's the thing, I'm just gonna set up a Tailwind, and as he was freeze drying my, Poliwrath, I could just switch in Metagross. And yeah, I don't see any reason not to. I don't see really any reason not to switch in Metagross. Yeah, I'm just gonna switch in Metagross because Metagross is really able to deal with the Ninetales, and even though, I'm worsening my matchup against Togedemaru, I do think that it's gonna be worth it because I get rid of the Okay, he switches it out. He switches it out into Buzzwole. Okay, if I just go for a Hurricane on that slot, that's a free Tailwind right there. Oh, no damage on my direction, and I get a Tailwind up. So basically, that Buzzwole is practically dead. I don't need to worry about that Buzzwole. And the only thing what I really want to do is that I do want to, I do want to Hurricane that Buzzwole. And when it comes down to, the Togedemaru themselves, I do think that I just want to send Headbutt that to, break its, sturdy. I mean, it can have Lightning Rod, it can have Sturdy, but I'm just having a hunch that, when it's one or the other, it's always the worst one. So I'm always worried. So yeah. Yeah, so there's that. He's gonna switch out to Togedemaru, and he's gonna bring in Ninetales. Okay. Okay, that is actually a pretty decent switch in. Because, now my Hurricane is not 100% accurate, it's 70% accurate. So even if it hits, it's more in my favor. And the Buzzwole uses Protect. Okay. But I then headbutt, the incoming Ninetales, so I'm fine with that, because, the fact is that Ninetales is gonna take a lot of freaking damage, and the Bullet Punch is gonna be able to pick up the KO next turn, so I'm not worried. I am not worried. My Focus Sash on my Pelipper is gonna be broken, so there's that. But, the Buzzwole also takes a little bit of damage. So I'm just gonna bring in Poliwrath, and next turn I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna go for the Bullet Punch on the Ninetales. I'm gonna prevent any Aurora Veil shenanigans going up on this turn, and next turn I'm just gonna bring in Pelipper to, Hurricane again. That's the battle pan planet. The battle frying pan is just, that right there. So yeah. So let's see there. Ninetales is Ice Fairy, so it's gonna take 4 times super effective attack, from the Bullet Punch, and as its priority, I don't think that. Oh, the Ninetales switches up. Okay. And they bring in Arcanine. Okay, so I know all of their team. They didn't bring Gyarados, so that's nice. I can freely use the weather in my favor. And they also get Intimidate. Okay, so they pull off a double switch onto Togedemaru as well. I do think that this fellow is playing very, very defensively overall, and I don't know how I feel about that. I am not sure how I feel about that indeed. But, okay. The thing is that the Togedemaru's, you know, focus sash or sturdy will be broken on this turn. So, you know what that means. You know that means I have this one move. I have the one move that died in. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go for the all-out pummeling. And then I'm just gonna send out Pelipper to get up my range. So, I do want to reduce the damage what that Arcanine is able to do to my Pokemon. I mean, sure. Sure, you know, Togedemaru has a chance of going for the spiky shield, and I will be screwed, like a royally screwed, if it does. But I don't expect they're gonna be too worried about a freaking Poliwrath, because I don't know if they know what Poliwrath does. I mean, I don't know what Poliwrath does. I just made something up right there. So, yeah, I'm just hoping that everything will be going fine on this turn. I mean, I get the Pelipper out, get the Swiss Spin boost on my Poliwrath, and let's see what's happening. Well, let's see what is the stuff, what is gonna be happening. Togedemaru uses Fake Out, uses his own Poliwrath, okay. Poliwrath flinches, and the Arcanine goes with the Flare Blitz. Okay, onto the Pelipper slot. Yeah, that's fine. Did absolutely zero damage on my Pelipper, the freaking beast. Okay, so let's see here. The Togedemaru. Do I expect a spiky shield, or do I expect a electric type attack? I mean, Pelipper can live from one. I mean, Pelipper cannot live with one, but you know. Actually, I'm just gonna protect Pelipper. I mean, if they attack Poliwrath, I'm fine, and Arcanine should be, you know, going down from this, you know, waterfall. They bring in Ninetales. I think it's actually gonna die. I think it's actually gonna die from this waterfall. Even though there's, you know, Hellstorm up, I do think it's not gonna live from this waterfall. Pelipper goes for Protect, so the Togedemaru did not go for a protecting move of its own. I go to forward for onto the Ninetales, and it barely lives. It barely lives with the most smidgens of the HPs, and that's kind of upsetting. That's at least a little bit upsetting. Oh, I wanted that KO. I did want that KO. But given the fact that, you know, he did not, you know, protect Togedemaru, I do think that, you know, I'm just gonna go for the all-out pummeling on that slot and take it out, because, you know, I don't think they're too afraid of my, you know, Poliwrath, so I don't think that they're just gonna protect it. I mean, the reason why they went for Spiky Shield earlier is probably because of a Earthquake coming from the, you know, the Metagross. But, yep, they're not afraid. I'm gonna leave that freeze dry, most definitely. Yep, with 32 HP, the things are going into the Metagross slot as I expected. And now I'm gonna be powering up my Z move and go for the all-out pummeling and take that Togedemaru out. Look at that freaking sleepy looking, you know, Poliwrath right there, going for the all-out pummeling, and now it's mad. It's just, you know, going, you know, throwing those punches and taking it out. I mean, I don't think that Togedemaru is gonna live for that. Nope, not a chance. Not a freaking chance. Super effective, you know, fighting type move coming from a dynamic punch. I mean, jeez. I honestly would have wanted to use it over Focus Punch if I could have, but that is just not possible. But Poliwrath lives. It's, you know, hanging on that nifty 21 HP. You know, all is fine and dandy in this, you know, universe. And yeah. Things are actually looking really solid right here. They're gonna bring in Arcanine. No, not too big of a surprise there. They're gonna get off the Intimidate onto my Poliwrath and also onto my Metagross. But thanks to Clear Body, I'm not gonna take any damage. Any, you know, attack drops from that. I'm just gonna bring in Pelipper on the Poliwrath slot, and then I am gonna bullet punching the Ninetales. So I'll get rid of that. I do, you know, get rid of that. And yeah. Oh, That's some awesome water right there. So they switch out the Ninetales. They do want to preserve the Hail for the later date. Well, you know, makes sense because, you know, Hail is probably the thing that what is, you know, trying to keep himself in this game. They go for the extreme speed. They do want to try and get the KO onto my Poliwrath, but that is not indeed possible. I go for another Bullet Punch, and the Buzzwole is indeed there, and it hangs on fairly well. So, I do think, I mean, the Buzzwole isn't too threatening for my... Okay, I do want a Hurricane. But the thing is that the Arcanine is actually faster. So I'm gonna protect, and then I'm just gonna go for a Zen Headbutt onto the Arcanine slot. I expect the Buzzwole to, you know, at least think about protecting, so... Or as they switch out the Buzzwole. They really do want to switch in the weather in their favor. And do they Flare Blitz? Do they Flare Blitz my Metagross? Oh, this is actually getting a pretty intense because, you know, they're actually gonna probably Flare Blitz on my Metagross, I think. Yep. They're going for the Flare Blitz on my Metagross, doing a whole heap of damage, and it's gonna be taking out my Metagross right there and then. Oof. Oof. This is not good. This is not ideal. Ooh. Okay. Okay. What's my plan? Because this weather is a bit problematic. I'll tell you that. So I'm just gonna. Oh, they're probably gonna freeze dry they're probably gonna freeze dry the Pelipper and then extreme speed the Poliwrath. So I'm just gonna bring in Tapu Bulu here, and I actually might have lost this one. I'm not actually sure because jeez, jeez. I mean, the reason why I didn't Bullet Punch was basically because, you know, if the rain would have been up, you know, I would have been able to, you know, hang on from the Flare Blitz, and, you know, I didn't have a quote unquote need to Bullet Punch. But they go for a Blizzard, and let's see what happens. What does Arcanine do? It goes for Snarl. Okay. Goes for Snarl. My Tapu Bulu is gonna be able to live from that, and everything is gonna be buffeted by the Hail. Okay, so what is the most threatening thing on the enemy field? I do think that it's the Arcanine, because, you know, the moment I kill that Arcanine, he's not gonna be able to switch out his Ninetales and reset the weather. So that's something what I'm thinking here. I mean, he has been switching out a lot. He has been switching out a lot here. So, but I do know that I cannot keep my Poliwrath here, because I'm just gonna bring in my Pelipper, and jeez, I mean, how could I? Jeez, I do not even understand. I think I might have actually lost this one, because, you know, just because of the fact that, you know, I went for a move. Okay, Pelipper should be able to lift from that, and the Blizzard is gonna connect on both the Pelipper and the Tapu Bulu. Jeez. So God damn! God damn! This is exactly. Well, I would have lived from the Flare Blitz, so I should have just predicted the Ninetales switch in. But yeah, I should have, because he did switch out a lot. He did switch out a lot. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to live from the extreme speed, but by God, I will try. I will try. How could I win this? I don't think I can. I mean, if I leap from the extreme speed, the Arcanine is just... All these switches. That was a fun game right there. But yeah, this actually, demonstrates how this battle spot, terrain is gonna go. This is gonna be awesome. I am having a blast of my time right here. Come on, getting, please wait a moment. Do you want to save this battle video? Probably not. I mean, But hey, let's continue battling. That was a blast. First game, first loss. Let's go. But hey, that was a fun little match. I mean, Poliwrath. That's something. That's something right there. So yeah, that battle probably demonstrates pretty well how this little session is gonna go. But I'm happy. I'm happy. Things are just fine. Things are just fine. They're gonna be fan freaking tastic. Oh, then from Italy. Okay. They have a pretty threatening team with a Tapu Lele, Mandibuzz, Arcanine, Celesteela, Nihilego, and also the Garchomp. So they have the freaking, Tapu Lele, so I'm pretty much forced to bring in Metagross. But they don't have any weather, so I'm just gonna lead up with the Poliwrath, and actually I'm gonna lead up with Pelipper Poliwrath, maybe that makes a difference. And yeah, I'm bring in Metagross, and do I want to bring in a Clefairy, or do I want to bring in Tapu Bulu here? So, let's see here. Clefairy doesn't have any offensive moves. But I could redirect. Yeah, I do think that Tapu Bulu might actually be better here. I do think, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna get to a point that, Tapu Bulu or Clefairy. I mean, if somebody wants to, make a difference right here, they can actually try. I'll wait. But if I don't get any kind of response, I'm just gonna go for Tapu Bulu right here and now. So, yep. Time is running short. Time is running short, and I do think that we're just gonna go with the Tapu Bulu right here. So we're gonna go in with another match right here, and against the Zen from Italy. And yeah, I hope that this match will be entertaining. I mean, that's the last thing. I mean, that's the thing that I do want to offer as a person who narrates and does Pokemon battles. And I'll lead up with Pelipper and Poliwrath against Nihilego and Garchomp. So, okay, first turn, looking pretty good. The Nihilego might have Focus Sash, so I might not want to just Waterfall into the slot and Tailwind up. And the Garchomp, would they Rock Slide, or... I mean, most Garchomps have Poison Jab, Earthquake, and Rock Slide, or Sword Stance, or Fire Fang. So, I do think that they're probably Rock Sliding. But I'm just gonna bring in Metagross, and I'm just gonna Waterfall the Nihilego on the first turn. So, once I, bring the Nihilego down to its Sash, I'm gonna be able to Bullet Punch next turn, or actually threaten it out. So, that's the plan here. That's the plan. Just bring in Metagross, take in that Rock Slide like a freaking champ. But I mean, they used Thunderbolt onto the Metagross slot, so that was the Pelipper slot going with a critical hit, and I do get a waterfall off. And because the Nihilego was indeed faster, it shows me that it's Choice Scarfed, so it's not gonna live from this hit right here. And the Garchomp is indeed gonna go for the Rock Slide. So yeah, that's something what's gonna be happening, and they did indeed want to get rid of the Pelipper right there and then, so they do find that Pelipper to be pretty threatening. But now they're gonna bring in the Tapu Lele, and because that my Metagross did indeed take that massive Thunderbolts, I am actually a bit scared of that Tapu Lele right here, because I cannot Bullet Punch because of the Psychic terrain, so I'm thinking here. They probably want to get rid of Poliwrath, so actually, I'm just gonna Meteor Mash and Encore the Garchomp. Tapu Lele used to protect, the Garchomp probably was gonna go for a Earthquake, but because I go for the Encore, I'm able to, you know, prevent it from going for the Earthquake. So now I'm actually in a pretty good position because the Garchomp cannot. Oh yeah, it goes for the Tectonic Rage. The Tech Rage goes through Encore! Jeez! Oh, they really... That's really the play they, you know, needed to make there. So... Oh, that's there. That's there, right there. And that's into Poliwrath! Into Poliwrath! And the Poliwrath goes down! But hey, it doesn't matter because the fact is that the Garchomp is actually forced to Rock Slide. So regardless, I can just bring in Tapu Bulu and I'll be fine. The Garchomp is not afraid I'm not afraid with Tapu Bulu and Metagross on the field, especially as the Psychic terrain is not up. So they're probably gonna be switching out their Tapu Lele, so or Garchomp. I would expect them to switch out Tapu Lele though. And just go for the Rock Slide. So, what would they switch in? I would expect a Arcanine. But then again, what do I want to do? Yeah, I'm just gonna Meteor Mash and Horn Leech the Garchomp because I do think that, you know, the Tapu Lele is just gonna switch out the Garchomp. Okay, they just switch out the freaking Garchomp! I mean... And just go for the Shadow Ball. Okay, that kills. That kills Metagross. No big deal right there, I just go for the Horn Leech. Yeah, I'm just, you know... Man, I am not thinking the way I should be thinking with these plays. Let's take the hat off. This stuff is getting serious right here. Oh, I'm gonna lose my second match yet. Oh, yeah. Okay. The way I can win this is that I Tailwind. I am not afraid of the Celesteela or Lele with the Bulu, so I'm just gonna go for the Horn Leech. And they're just gonna protect if they're Tapu Lele. I Tailwind up. And now we have something in this game. I go for the Horn Leech. It doesn't really do much because it goes into the Protect and then the Celesteela goes for the Leech Seed. Okay. I'm not out of this yet. I am not out of this yet. The rain is probably gonna stop on this turn. Will it? Is this the 5th turn or is it? What turn is this? Okay, the rain. Ah, goddamn! All these animations. It's killing me, but I do think the rain is gonna stop this turn. I do think the rain is gonna stop. Okay, it doesn't. It doesn't. I'm not worried about the Celesteela right here because they're, you know, I'm pretty sure the Celesteela is just gonna protect here. I mean, it cannot lead seed the Tapu Bulu, so I'm just gonna go for the Horn Leech and then, you know, the double up on the Lele spot, because it, you know, it's not likely that they're gonna double protect. So they're just gonna switch out their Lele. That's fine, you know, I get to take out this guard jump. I go for the Skull. They do not protect the Celesteela right here, and the guard jump does take a whole heap of damage from that Horn Leech, and also the Skull combination taking it out on a KO. So some rough skin damage, no big deal right there. I'm able to, you know, bring this back to a 2-2, but it is not. It's not gonna be difficult. Oh, it goes for the substitute. Okay, I do want to get rid of that sub. I do indeed want to get rid of that sub, but they're gonna protect this turn. I am pretty much certain. I am certain they're gonna protect on this turn, so I just didn't, you know, want to double up on the Lele spot right here. No, the Horn Leech is gonna be a bit weaker because the Jurassic terrain is not up anymore. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to KO the Lele on this turn. If they're gonna do anything, they're gonna double protect, but I do think that, you know, if they're gonna attack, they're gonna attack with the Lele. And Lele goes for the protect! The Lele goes for the protect, and Pelipper goes into Skull, and then the Horn Leech into that slot as well. I expected them to protect the substitute, because that would make most sense to me. Because, you know, if I just break the substitute and then just, you know, superpower, it would do a lot of damage. But apparently, Heavy Slab is actually a one-hit KO on the Tapu Bulu from the Celesteela. And it's gonna get the beast pushed, and yeah, it's a very attack-invested Celesteela indeed. So, yeah. Whew, that's another match just down the drain, quite literally, because it's a ranked team. So yeah, I mean, I don't think there's no way there is no way I can win this. I mean, but I'll say that, you know, the Celesteela actually, you know, isn't that powerful most of the time. I mean, but jeez, it's just a bit bigger Registeel at the end of the day. Oh, but all these matches, I am disappointed with myself at the end of the day. But hey, I'm rushing into decisions. That might very well be correct. I am making very bad plays. Very terrible plays with this very, you know, silly team. But don't worry. Don't worry. We'll fight. We will fight. And we will find a way to beat this. I promise you that. So let's take some water. Let's take some water. The nectar of the brain. Water. So, let's see. Rating battles. Championship battle. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. So, I'm just waiting. We're just waiting here. Waiting and watching. Hoping for a match to happen. And apparently there is no opposing trainer on low enough rank as I am, so this is indeed very... Nothing is happening! Nothing is quite literally happening, and, you know, we're searching for an opposing trainer, and I am indeed waiting. I am waiting! And, yeah. So, okay. Akiza Rose from United States, Tennessee. With the Gyarados, Tapu Lele, Weavile, Tapu Koko, Arcanine, and Salamence. Rather threatening team at the end of the day, and they... Okay. I'm gonna bring in Pelipper and Poliwrath, and I'm also gonna bring in Pikachu because they have the Tapu Koko. And as the last Pokemon, I'm gonna bring in Metagross. So, I'm ready. I'm ready. You know, I'm rushing into decisions, and this is the fastest, you know, team selection I've done. So, maybe I'm not really, you know, working around that little, you know, tidbit that I should be working around, maybe. But who knows? Who knows? So, are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready to face off against Kiza Rose from United States, Tennessee? I don't think we are. I don't think this team is ready. He's gonna lead up with Team Evil and Tapu Koko. A shiny Tapu Koko, so that is indeed timid. And the Pelipper and Poliwrath off on right off the bat. So they're just gonna set up the Electric Surge, and then the Weavile is gonna exert its pressure, and I'm gonna get off with my Drizzle. So they're gonna use Fake Out, and they're just gonna probably use a Thunderbolt or something like that. So I do think they're gonna Fake Out. I do think they're gonna Fake Out, but I also think that they're gonna Thunderbolt. I mean, that's what people do most of the time, so I'm just gonna bring in Pikachu and take that Thunderbolt like a freaking champ, and then I'm just gonna go for a Fake Out of my own, and then I just set up Tailwind next turn. So, first time in the stream, the Pikachu is gonna be coming out, you know, the Pikachu coming out, Pelipper goes for Protect, and let's see whether or not my choice was worth it. Weavile goes for the Ice Punch, then the Pikachu just fucking dies it. Why would you go for the Ice Punch? Ah! Into the freaking Poliwrath slot. Why would you do that? It's resisted. Okay. The low ladder, it's getting into me. Okay. I'm just gonna set up the Tailwind because fuck it, and you know, I'm just gonna freaking Zen Headbutt the Tapu Koko because is this choice banded? Is this a choice banded Weavile? I don't know, but that's a life orb Tapu Koko right there. That doesn't KO, but it doesn't matter. I just, you know, freaking Waterfall and a Meteor Mash this turn, or Bullet Punch. I do think that if it, you know, I'm not gonna even do anything. I'm just gonna click on the Meteor Mash button. I mean, if it's their choice, then it just goes for another Ice Punch. But yeah, I do think their choice that they're just not want to switch out. They don't want to switch out. I go for the Waterfall. That kills Tapu Koko, so that's all fine and dandy right there. And that's just a Weavile. Weavile doesn't have Focus Sash, so Politoed and Metagross versus up against this team, man. I mean, the good luck charm Pikachu, even though it died, it might actually give me the chance to get back into this game. Arcanine, that's fine. I can double up into that. Salamence, that's fine. I can no. So double intimidate. Double intimidate. This is not good. This is not good. This is terrible. This is absolutely horrendous. But Metagross should be able to beat Salamence in rain especially, so I'm just gonna Waterfall and I'm gonna Zen Headbutt. Come on. Come on, be a crit! Be do damage! Okay, that's in a Zen Headbutt KO range. Come on. Nerve goes. You know you're gonna live. You're a freaking champ. Arcanine uses wild charge. Come on, don't activate the stupid berry. Don't activate the stupid berry. Do not activate the stupid. Okay, it doesn't have the stupid berry. I mean, the 50% berry, you know, Piggy and, you know, stuff like that. I mean, I would have been... Okay. We're actually in this match. We are in this match. I don't even know how this happened. But... I think I'm just gonna go for the Z move. I mean, the Poliwrath isn't gonna be doing anything anymore, and... Oh... Yeah, I'm just gonna Meteor Mash. I'm just gonna mash the meteors! I mean, all that pummeling coming out right here from the Poliwrath, it's gonna do absolutely no damage, but, you know, it doesn't matter. He might actually... She might actually... want to take the KO right here on the Poliwrath, but that Z move doing the 25 you know, 25% damage, and the Salmon just going for another flamethrower onto the Poliwrath, and it does get the KO from the 7 HP, unstabbed against the resisted hit in rain. Meteor Mash does hit on the freaking Salamence, and I get the attack boost. I don't even know how in the Bleeding Blaze, unless this thing has Quick Claw, which it might have. I don't know, but you know, unless this thing has Quick Claw, I have this game. We won! We won with this team! It's incredible! It is absolutely incredible! The moment I bring in Pikachu, the moment I bring in Pikachu in my team, we win! We win! The good luck charm, even though it gets ice punched on the freaking first turn. That was something. That was absolutely something. That was... Oh. Nectar of life. What? It is the... It gave me strength. We are on a roll. It is time to begin the win streak, maybe, probably not, but you know, it is this team, but oh my freaking stupid god, we did it, we absolutely did it. I mean, I am shocked, I am stunned, I'm a lot of adjectives. But one thing what I did not expect out of this was a win. But hey, you know what they say, third time's the charm, huh? But hey, you know, if you're joining on the stream, on that little, you know, spectacular moment what we just have, you know, thank you for, you know, clicking on this. I mean, I know time is valuable for everyone, so thank you for your time, and I'm genuinely hoping that, you know, we're gonna be fighting in another match, because, you know, I know time is valuable, you know time is valuable, and I think even Nintendo knows time is valuable, but they still want me to sit and wait for a match, you know, match, and maybe it's because, you know, the VGC scene is right, well, not the VGC scene itself, you know, just that battle spot is a bit of a, you know, wasteland. I mean, you sometimes even have to wait on showdown as well, but yeah. We're searching for an opposing trainer, and we are indeed waiting. An opposing could not be found. That is very disappointing indeed. Very disappointing indeed. Maybe I was bothering Nintendo a bit too much. They didn't, you know, want my kind around here. And now we need to, you know, jump through all the hoops in the menus to get into another battle. And yeah, we're gonna be communicating. Please stand and please wait a moment. And yeah, we're gonna go with the team silliness. We confirm with that, and yes, we will go with this team indeed. So, checking the battle team, everything is fine, and we are getting ready to roll and ready to rumble. So yeah, I'm still amazed in all of the ways. I am amazed that the way we were able to do so much. God, I guess, you know, this motivates me. This motivates me to bring Pikachu on the next match, because, you know, that's the name of the stream, bringing Pikachu, bringing the Pikachu. But yeah, searching for an opposing trainer. All these words coming out from my mouth, and none of them have any actual meanings. And we're gonna be facing off against Satoshi from Italy. And Satoshi is actually the Japanese name of the of Ash. So maybe it's a sign. Maybe it's a sign that we should bring Pikachu in this match as well. But I know that this is a very, 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 very Trick Room heavy team. So we're just gonna lead up with Poliwrath and Pelipper, and we also have Clefairy on the back. Actually, you know, screw that. Screw all of that. You know, my Tapu Bulu has taunt, so I'm gonna taunt them the frick off. And then I do want to have Poliwrath here. And Metagross is actually pretty decent. And I do want to have Clefairy. Yep. Yep, let's get this show on the road. If they get up Trick Room, I have a plan for that. If they don't get up Trick Room, I have taunt for that. So yeah, both ways I do have some kind of plan, but you know, this is gonna be a very, very interesting situation. So we're gonna be challenged by the Pokemon trainer Satoshi from Italy, actually. And they're gonna lead with Oranguru and Snorlax. So yeah, there's that. And then I'm gonna lead off with Tapu Bulu and Poliwrath. So, first turn, things seem to be pretty fine. Things actually seem to be pretty fine. So, I'm just gonna taunt that, you know, Oranguru, prevent it from setting up Trick Room, and then I'm just gonna go for a Dynamic Punch onto the Snorlax, actually, with all on pummeling, in fact. And yeah, we're gonna jump off with the taunt. No Protects coming out, so I do think that Snorlax is actually gonna be going down. And we're gonna do the little dance and go and be, you know, doing our best to take this Snorlax out with a super effective stab fighting type attack. And we will see. We will see how much this all-out pummeling coming off from a Dynamic Punch will do on the Snorlax. All these punches and the final hit on it, and the HP goes down, 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 and it's all the way down. The Snorlax is indeed KO'd. And yeah, one could say that's a one-hit KO, ladies and gentlemen. And I did think I did prevent the Trick Room coming up from the Oranguru. I could check that. Yeah, the Oranguru was indeed prevented from getting up the Trick Room. So everything is actually really fine here. I mean, Drampa, it might have Fire Blast. Okay, you know, I'm expecting this Drampa, but actually, you know, Tapu Bulu is able to live from the Fire Blast. So what am I even worried about? So I'm just gonna bring in Clefairy with the Breath Guard, so I will be able to live from that Fire Blast, no problem. And the Oranguru probably, okay, you know. Let's see, no priority moves coming out. And the Drampa is also KO'd with one hit as well. That is a massive, massive KO right there. I mean, and then there's just the Oranguru, which going for the Thunderbolt on the Clefairy. That does absolutely negligible damage. And yeah, here we are with a freaking Clefairy and a, you know, Tapu Bulu out of the field. You know, just dancing out together, and there's a muck. Never count out with the opposing team when there's a muck on the field, but you know. Oh. Actually, I'm just gonna talk to the Oranguru. And I'm just gonna talk to the Oranguru, put it on a timer. And it's likely that they would want to poison jab my, you know, Tapu Bulu, so I switch in my Metagross, and the Oranguru goes for Shadow Ball onto the Clefairy, does negligible damage, and the poison jab goes into Metagross, and it does no damage whatsoever. So, Toxic on the Oranguru, and we're actually in a pretty nifty spot right here. And we're also going to be recovering HP for all the Pokemon on the field thanks to Grassy Terrain. And yeah, everything is gonna go fine. Oranguru's taunt is gonna wear off, so that's a bit of a bummer. But I do think that I'm just gonna go for a follow me and a Meteor Mash on the Muck, because I'm not too worried about the Oranguru right here and now, because it doesn't seem to be able to do too much to my, you know, Pokemon. So I'm just gonna go for a Meteor Mash on the Muck, and let's see how much damage it does. It does a fair amount, and the Oranguru is just gonna go for the Instruct, and I'm just gonna go for another Follow Me. I did not know the Follow Me also, you know, took Instruct as well, and the Poison Jab is gonna come out onto the Clefairy, and it's gonna do a whole heap of damages as well. So the Oranguru has Instruct, Shadow Ball, and also Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Trick Room. So a very intriguing set there. Actually, you know, I would probably use Psyshock and probably, you know, protect and stuff like that. So that Oranguru does not have a way of protecting itself. So the Muck is just probably just gonna, you know, go for another Poison Jab, I would think. There's little reason for them not to do that, so I'm just gonna keep Meteor Mashing, and actually I'm just gonna protect. I mean, if they set up Trick Room this turn, I can after you with the Clefairy, because it is actually the slowest thing on the field. And the Metagross actually has the Meteor Mash, which is gonna do a whole heap of damages again. The Muck does get on its berry, and it's gonna recover 50% of its HP with the Ayapapa berry. The Oranguru goes for the Instruct, so the Poison Jab will, you know, if it goes into my, you know, Metagross, no big deal, and as it goes into my Clefairy, you know, no big deal there either. And then, you know, goes for Knockoff, and it knocks off my Lumberry from my Metagross. So, the opposing, you know, Muck, I'm not actually too threatened by that, because, you know, I do think that I actually have this game in the back, given the fact that, you know, the Oranguru and Muck aren't actually able to do too much to my Pokemon right here, and the grassy terrain is gonna disappear. So I'm just gonna go for another Meteor Mash. I'm actually glad that I'm hitting all of these Meteor Mashes, so that's great to hear. And I'm just gonna, you know, bring it back to Clefairy and bring in Poliwrath. So yeah. They're just gonna forfeit. They see the writing on the wall, and then they say that, you know, I just don't want to, you know, drag this out any longer. I think that we're done here. So then he just forfeits, and, you know, we're done with that game. You know, I think he also understood that, you know, there wasn't a much way for him to win that match, because the knockoff didn't even do too much damage. So yeah. We're on a win streak, kind of. You know, we have 2 wins on our you know, on our name. So that's actually pretty incredible, given the fact that, you know, we lost 2 games, we won 2 games, so we're even now. And this is the tiebreaker. We're on the same amount of points as we started with. So we found another battle, and this is against Blue. All of the Generation 1 people are coming up on this match. So yeah, first Ash, now it's Blue. Okay, let's see how this is gonna fare out. So okay. They have Golduck. I have Poliwrath. So they have Gigalith, so I don't want to bring in Tapu Bulu, and they have Looking Rock, so actually I do want to bring in Poliwrath, and I also want to bring in Metagross. Now, Poliwrath, Bulu, Metagross, and let's see. No. I mean, if I could pick 5 Pokemon, I would bring in Pikachu. But I can't because I just, you know, I do think that I need Pelipper, you know, more. Then again, I could bring in Clefairy and redirect attacks, but I do think that getting rid of their weather is the best choice for me to do here. So that's just we have the same exact pose, and we're just gonna, you know, be fighting off, and let's see how it actually fares out. This is gonna be interesting. This is indeed gonna be interesting indeed. So, Tapu Bulu and Poliwrath coming out from the first turn from my side, and they're gonna be sending out a Golduck and a Kartana. So they did indeed expect me to lead off with that Pelipper, but this actually first them out quite a bit because, you know, my Poliwrath doesn't exactly like the look of that Kartana. It looks kind of mean. It looks very mean at my Kartana. I mean. Okay. Let's you know, let's actually, you know, get rid of those, you know, stupid words out of my mouth. And okay, the Kartana probably isn't afraid of my Poodle, so they're just gonna attack the Poliwrath slot, I think. I'm gonna take a big hit regardless if I don't protect. Which is why I do protect him on this very first turn. Going for the protect on the very first turn, and let's see if it actually fares out for me, because I did think that, you know, the Kartana goes for the Smart Strike! Goes for the Smart Strike on the top of Bulu, does not get the KO on the Golduck. It doubled up! It doubled up! I did not see that. I could have thought about that. Jeez. I get cocky after 2 wins, and now we're in this situation. I do think they're just gonna leave Blade. So I'm just gonna bring back my Poliwrath here and bring in a Metagross, and I'm also gonna bring in Tailwind. I should be able to lift any hit. And then go for the Blade, and it does a fair amount of damage. And it's a crit! And Golduck goes for Hidden Power. Probably electric. Yeah, that's definitely right. Electric. I do live from that hit. So now we're still in this game, kind of. Kind of, not really, but kind of. I do want to get rid of. I do want to get Pelipper. I expect them to actually switch out Golduck and bring in Gigalith. Get, you know, that, you know, sneaky KO on my. Sneaky KO on me, so I'm just gonna actually, you know, I'm actually gonna make that into a read. Let's see if it actually works out. Let's see if it. Nope. Doesn't. But then again, you know, Zenithop would have not been able to KO. And they actually make the read of me bringing in Poliwrath. That's actually pretty good for them. I'm at loss for words. I'll tell you that. But it's not over. It is not over yet. Okay, it's kinda is, I think. I still have 2 turns of Tailwind, but it's over. Maybe that Kartana has Focus Sash. Maybe it does, maybe it does not. I don't know. Hurricane misses, Zen Headbutt. Can't flinch. Kartana goes for the Pelipper slot. I did think about protecting. The bird. But I have the Lumberry! I have the Lumberry, don't worry about that. Ah, goddamn, I am lost for words. I'll tell you that. We have had 5 matches. 5 freaking matches. And I'm just gonna run out of this. I'm just gonna run out of this because I am afraid of this man. Because this man just freaking, you know, bashed my face in. It would have not made a difference if I would have brought in Pikachu. That's the sad part. I mean, that first turn prediction was kind of risky for them, I think. Because unless they had Focus Sash. I mean, they did play their Cortana in a way that they had Focus Sash, because my Filippo from Italy. Let's go! Okay, this guy has double weather on his team. And he has a lot of physical attackers. And he has also... Okay, it's an even thing with the physical and special attackers, so everything is fine there. So... You know... I'm gonna lead up with Metagross. And I'm gonna lead up with Poliwrath. That's able to cover a lot of things, and I have Pelipper on the back. And do I bring in Tapu Bulu? Yes, I do. I do bring in Tapu Bulu. Ah! This silly team cannot even break through the 1500. Well, it's also silly me because, you know, I'm making so many freaking bad plays. But you just can't predict sometimes these fellas. So, let's see here. They're gonna bring in Mimikyu and Araquanid. This is actually pretty fine. This is actually alright. I protect Metagross on the first turn. Because the Araquanid just cannot do anything to my Poliwrath. And then I just Waterfall the Mimikyu. And next turn I'm able to use the... Do the thing when I just Meteor Master Mimikyu and take it out. The Araquanid goes for the protect. I'm not sure what it would be afraid of from my Metagross, but I might think that, you know, the Mimikyu actually has a trick room, so it might actually set that up. No big deal. Yeah, it's just a trick room. I get rid of its, you know, disguise, which is nice. And now I'm facing off against an Araquanid and a Mimikyu in Trick Room. Not exactly ideal, but I do think it's workable. I don't know. I don't know if this Mimikyu has any kind of speed investment, or Mimikyu actually has a pretty high natural speed, so I'm just gonna try out this interesting thing, because, you know, if this Mimikyu is actually faster than my Poliwrath, which is usually fairly slow, you know, I might actually be able to do some very interesting thing. And they're just gonna go for the 100 as expected on those Metagross slots, because they are great Metagross. And then they would probably, you know, play a Wrath onto the Poliwrath. I can't just make up the names of the Pokemon, okay? I am very silly man. I'm playing with a very silly team. Double Bulu takes a whole heap of damage from that, and then the, you know, Mimikyu just goes for another player Wrath. But this is actually pretty decent, given the fact that I'm able to now switch in Metagross quite freely and not to worry about the... That Mimikyu has Mental Hurt. Okay! It had mental herb. So it was... So leading with Tapu Bulu would have not helped the thing. So... They're just gonna play rough and probably use lunge or something like that. So... Or maybe double up into Tapu Bulu, but I don't expect them to really attack the Poliwrath slot. Because they're not really doing much there. So they're gonna do lunge, and then they're just gonna go for player rough. So, yeah. Now I get in Metagross freely, and there's no way for him to KO my Metagross, so I'm actually fine. And on this turn, I'm actually gonna be able to Horn Leash that Arachnoid and also do a lot of damage to Mimikyu. So either way, I'm just gonna be coming out from this turn quite well. They're gonna switch out the Arachnoid into Torkoal, a shiny Torkoal, getting up with that round, and yeah, the things are gonna be changing a little bit, and the Mimikyu goes for Protect. Okay, so I go for the Meteor Mash on the Mimikyu slot. No big deal. The Horn Leech goes into the, Torkoal, which is fine. It does a respectable amount of damage for being a resistant hit, and yeah. The Torkoal is gonna have its energy drained, and I'm gonna lose a little bit of HP from the Life Orb. So this situation actually is fairly alright, because either way, I'm just gonna bring in Pelipper this turn. They're probably gonna go for some kind of fire type attack, so just bring in Pelipper and just use Meteor Mash on Mimikyu. Of course, I could stall out a couple of Trick Room turns, but they're just gonna end anyways, so doesn't really make that much of a difference at the end of the day. And it would be just better to get rid of the Mimikyu ASAP, so I just want to do that. I get up in my Pelipper with the Drizzle, and Torkoal is gonna go for the Heat Wave! And it's gonna do a fair amount of damage to Metagross and also the Pelipper, and gets the burn on the Metagross, but thankfully I have thought ahead of these situations, given the Lumberry onto my Metagross. And the Mimikyu goes with the Shadow Claw on the Metagross, but thanks to its good physical defense, it's able to hang on from the hit, and it's retaliated with a Meteor Mash! And it just takes the Mimikyu out with a clean one-hit KO right there. So, yeah. Now I'm actually in a really, really good spot, because they probably would bring in our Arachnoid, because they're gonna be exerting a lot of offensive pressure then. But then the thing is that they have this. Okay, I can see this. I can see this happening. So they switch out Torkoal this turn to Arachnoid because they expect me to go for a water type attack. Makes sense. But I'm just gonna scald the Mudsdale and just. How many turns do I have? Yeah, this is the last turn of Grassy Terrain. So I think I'm just gonna Scald a Meteor Mash on the Mudsdale. I'm faster. The Torkoal just goes for the Protect. And, if the Mudsdale doesn't protect... Okay, it doesn't. It does not protect, so I'm able to deal low enough damage on the Mudsdale. Almost a one-hit KO. Getting a burn. And let's see if the Meteor Mash hits. Let's see if the Meteor Mash hits this Mudsdale. Woo! It does! It does! And now the Mudsdale is actually be taking edge. And they cannot turn off the rain. And they just blew one Protect, so the Torkoal is practically dead. I don't need to worry about that at all. So, yeah, I'm actually in a really, really solid position. I'm actually pretty happy about that. The Arachnoid comes in, and yeah, I'm just gonna Scald Torkoal, and then I'm gonna bring in the Tapu Bulu because I was able to take that, Hydro Vortex really well. So I will be able to take this hit from the Arachnoid regardless really freaking well because it's a resisted hit. And yeah, I'm thinking that this is actually going to be a pretty solid win right here. So yeah, I mean, this team, it has its problems, but when it works, it feels so good. And I get a crit on the Torkoal, which I don't think ended up mattering. And Arachnoid goes for liquidation. And it should, I should be able to lift that hit fairly well. And it actually did more than the Z move, actually. That's really showcasing the power of the rain. And yeah, there is quite literally nothing this Araquanid can do in this situation. I mean, sure, it can protect. Yeah, he forfeits. He forfeits. He sees the writing on the wall and the game is over. Filippo has been defeated. And yeah, this is, you know, pretty much, you know, this is pretty much, you know, going on pretty well indeed. And yeah, we're enjoying ourselves right here. And we have won 3 games and we have lost 3 games. So everything is indeed just fine. But we don't want to break in that 1500s. I mean, you have to aim high in this field of Pokemon. I mean, but I think my best was when I, you know, broke 1800s on X and Y on VGC, but that was... Oh! We have 1501! We have done it! We have broken the 1500s! But we do want to have more battles, and we are gonna be facing up against the Tommy from the United States with a very interesting team indeed, with a Decidueye, Hariyama, Metagross, Tapu Koko, Mimikyu, and also a Mudsdale. So they are indeed bringing a very Trick Room heavy team, but they do not have any weather. So this is a situation where I just bring you know, Poliwrath and Pelipper, and then I'm just gonna have Pikachu on the back because they have Tapu Koko. And because of that Mudsdale, I do indeed want to bring in my Tapu Bulu. Yeah, I mean, Bulu is gonna be able to deal with that Mimikyu as well, but I do think it would be preferred if I would just, you know, use the Metagross and yeah, and such. So yeah, you know, I do think that everything is just fine right here. So yeah, yeah, you know, but in this situation, I should probably think about lead combinations. I mean, that's something what I used to do, but I don't do that as much anymore. Maybe that's one thing what made me better back in the day. So, I would think that they might actually lead with Hariyama, because of the fake out. And Mimikyu to secure... No, they lead up with Decidueye and Tapu Koko. A very, very anti-weather kind of lead right here. But I'm not actually too worried about that, because, you know, I'll be able to live from the hit from the Tapu Koko regardless. And, I mean, of course, because I bring in, you know, my Pikachu on this turn. And, yeah, I Tailwind, and then I bring in the Pikachu. I mean, there's a chance that the Pikachu will die a very untimely demise right here, but the sacrifice will be worth it, because I will be getting up with Tailwind, and yeah, Pikachu! Let's go! The Tapu Koko goes with the Volt Switch, Pikachu's Lightning Rod takes the attack, and it's gonna raise my Pikachu to special attack by 1 stage. I get up with my Tailwind, I'm actually faster than the Decidueye. And the Decidueye goes for the Leaf Blade onto the Pikachu slot. Will it survive? No, it will not. Pikachu will not be able to survive from that hit, but that sacrifice was indeed worth it, because now I have an opportunity to bring in the Tapu Bulu. And given the fact that you know, Tapu Koko went for the Volt Switch, I am pretty sure that is not Focus Sash. So I get a free turn when I just Hurricane and just destroy this Tapu Koko with the Horn Leech. So yeah, this is pretty much what I think is gonna happen. I am not indeed sure, but you know, the Hurricane should be able to take up this, like, no problem, and it does. And this is gonna indeed faint, and I'm just gonna go with the Horn Leech on the Tapu Koko, which also should be a clean KO right there. So yeah, a lot of pressure being exerted by Tapu Bulu and, you know, Pelipper together. And yeah, the sacrifice of the Pikachu seems to have been worth it, because I'm indeed in a situation where I have a Pokemon lead. But we will see what Pokemon they will bring to you know, to fight off against my Pokemon. They're gonna bring in Mimikyu, and what is the other Pokemon? It is indeed Metagross. Metallic Metagross. So let's see. I have Poliwrath on the back, so basically, I'm fine against this, you know, these Pokemon, but I do think that Metagross is the bigger threat, so I do want to double up into that. If they protect, that's fine. That's fine, but, you know, I honestly just, you know, do want to take down this Metagross because, you know, I do think it's, you know, more of a problem to me than this Mimikyu will be. So I double up with its Scald and Superpower and take out the Metagross with ease, and yeah, that's that. That's the story of the Metagross have been told, and he has been taken out, and the Mimikyu goes for the Trick Room. So I do see that, you know, this game is practically over at this point, because this Mimikyu alone shouldn't be able to do too much to my, you know, you know, it shouldn't be able to take out everything in my team. So yeah, I'm just gonna stay in on Horn Leech. Yeah. I mean, I could just switch out into Poliwrath, but they could, you know, it is. I do think that it's fairly likely for them to just, you know, go for a Poliwrath, but they actually go for a Shadow Claw. And I break the Mimikyu's Focus Sash with Focus Sash Disguise. But the difference between an item and a you know, ability is very. I don't even know where I'm going with that. But hey, you know, I'm just gonna Scald, it's gonna do a wall down of damage, and it gets the burn on the Mimikyu, and there's... The Mimikyu actually seems to have the lump... No, it's the Citrus Berry. The Mimikyu has the Citrus Berry, not the Focus Sash, and yeah. That Mimikyu is basically being taken care of because it's burned, it can't do much, and that Shadow Claw alone didn't even do too much to my... Too much to my Pelipper, so I was indeed able to win this match fairly easily. But the fact is that if they would have been protecting the Metagross, this game could have been a bit different actually, because I would have had to, you know, protect and, you know, switch and protect. So that would have been a bit more of a problem for me at the end of the day. So yeah, that could have been problematic. They didn't do that, and I kind of called it, but then again, you know, I could have taunted the Mimikyu, but then again, the Metagross would have still been there. It would have taken the Scald though, and it did have 50%, so maybe I should have actually, you know, taunted the Mimikyu instead. Could have changed the game a little bit, but I don't think I would have. I do think that I would have been able to win the game if I did that. So they're very, you know... no, I don't want to save this video. I do not. I don't think it was that good, because, you know, I could have done some better plays in it. But yeah, you know, it will take a moment, and now we are actually able to say that we have more wins with this team on the battle spot than losses. I did not expect to be saying that, but, you know, that's how it is. That's quite literally how it is. We have more wins than losses. I thought that, you know, we were able to, you know, do some pretty cool stuff on the battle spot, but no. We were actually getting ourselves ours is handed to us, and yeah, now we're fighting off Davis from Mexico. And this is also a very it would be a very Trick Room looking team. But he does not have the Trick Roomer. So, and he doesn't have Tailwinder either, so I'm not just sure what that Vikavolt is doing there, but actually I'm gonna lead off with Poliwrath and Pelipper, and then have Pikachu on the back. And then I'm gonna have the... Do I want Metagross to tap? I mean, I will have an issue with a Garchomp, I think. So... yeah, I do think a Double Bully is better in this matchup. So, yeah. Now, there has been the phase where I was also super excited and all that. I mean, that was fun, but now I think that, you know, we should actually start taking this game a bit more seriously, perhaps. Relax a little bit, or maybe... I mean, it is a bit tiring when you're just, you know, doing a lot of commentating. I mean, that's one thing, and then, you know, Davis is just gonna, you know, have his pose of I don't... yeah, I think this is more like it, but yeah. But, oh, it's like that. Okay, cool. So, yeah, they're gonna lead it with Garchomp and Celesteela. This is fine. This is actually fine. I have Pelipper and Poliwrath here. So, let's see. I get up in my Drizzle. Now, the first term seems to be that, you know... I do want to go for the Tailwind. Celesteela isn't too much of an issue for me, and I don't think the Garchomp can really do much here. So... I'm just gonna Tailwind, get that speed boost, and then just... yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Waterfall. I mean, I do want to take that Celesteela out, because you know... but then again, I kind of want to do that with my Pikachu, because, you know, it has a super effective attack, and I do think Thunder is gonna be a solid one-hit KO on that thing. I can't be sure, but it's gonna do a whole heap of damage if it isn't. Okay, one-hit kill on it, so let's see. The first turn of Rain, first turn of game, they withdraw Garchomp into a Tapu Fini, actually. That's fairly interesting, because it's actually gonna be threatening out my Poliwrath, and he's gonna take this, you know... take this Waterfall actually fairly well. Yeah, it does about 20%, and I get the Tailwind off, so... that's nice! Getting off the Tailwind, awesome, very awesome right there, and the Celesteela goes with the lead seed on the Pelipper slot. Okay, that's actually pretty good of a turn for them, because they break my Focus Sash, and then they bring in Tapu Fini, which threatens more my Poliwrath than it threatens my Pelipper. So I do think that I want to switch out my, you know, Pelipper into a Tapu Bulu, and then I'm just gonna protect on this turn with the Poliwrath, because next turn I will be able to, you know, do a Encore if this Tapu Fini goes for something like Mighty Water, trying to be cheeky, or if they do something else, so... or if the Celesteela goes for something like Substitute or something like that, or they protect. So I do, you know, can't have some kind of control here with the Encore of the Poliwrath, regardless on the next turn. See, but, you know, I want to know what happens. I bring in Tapu Bulu, I do threaten this, you know, Tapu Fini very, very heavily, so I don't think they're too happy about that, so they're probably gonna switch out, or they're gonna suffer a KO on that turn. They go for the Moonblast onto my Protect, and the Celesteela goes for the Heavy Slam. Oh! That did a whole heap of damage. That did a whole heap of damage. Okay, so what I'm thinking here... oh, hello, Hannah, it's nice to see you there. So, let's see here. They would probably protect the Tapu Fini here. I do think that it actually has an item, and then I do think that they would Heavy Slam on this turn, so... I mean... that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking, you know, playing from his side of the field, because I would protect Tapu Fini. They withdraw Tapu Fini, and they bring in Arcana to intimidate me. That's actually almost better what I would have done. And then we lower my attack of both of my Pokemon, and Tapu Bulu gets off with its Protect, and now we have a situation where, wow, they actually read off into my Protect. That's actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good, but I don't know if that was actually worth it. I don't know if that was actually worth it to go for that kind of read. So, Tapu Bulu, it's kind of threatened by the Arcana, but I bring in the Poliwrath, and... yeah, I'm gonna protect the Pikachu. It's gonna be fastest regardless, so even though the Tailwind is gonna end on this turn, I'll be fine. I will be completely fine here. So, what could this Arcanine do? What could this Arcanine do that would screw me over? It has Snarl, it has Wild Charge, it has Flare Blitz, it has Close Combat, but you know, nothing of that could really threaten Poliwrath too badly, and Pikachu is gonna be able to do the Protect, and the Celesteela isn't, you know, I'm not too threatened about the Celesteela right here. So, Arcanine is gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp on the Pikachu slot, and This is actually fine, because now I still have the rain. Would the Celesteela switch out? Would they switch out? Yes. Yes, they would. Would I Encore the Arcanine? No, I want to KO the Arcanine. Do I want to predict the switching? Do I want to predict the Arcanine switching? Not Arcanine, the... Yes. Yes. I mean, Thunder probably could KO Celesteela, but I really want to predict the, you know, a switch in here. They bring in Tapu Fini. That's fine. That's completely fine. I'm not worried about that. And they don't bring in their Garchomp. Okay. I have an over prediction. I could have just. But the thing is that Celesteela isn't gonna be able to do too much to me, so either way, I'm fine. And then they just lead cheat both of my Pokemon. The rain is gonna stop. Celesteela isn't gonna be able to KO my Pikachu. Even though it has like paper-thin defenses, I do think that Pikachu is gonna be able to live from that hit, so yeah. As for the Celesteela itself, I do think that, you know, I could actually, you know, KO the Celesteela with Thunder, but I do think that, you know, Tapu Fini is more of an issue, and I can assure the KO on that. Besides, I do think that the Celesteela might actually... Yeah, Tapu Fini actually seems to be more of a threat here. So, I actually am gonna bring in Pelipper to put on the rain to make sure that the Thunder is gonna be 100% accurate. And my Pikachu is indeed plus speed nature, so I will be able to outspeed this Tapu Fini with a base 85 speed. So, I will be able to take it out. Unless it switches out to Garchomp, which is possible. It is indeed possible, and I don't know how likely that is, but you know, I do think that is indeed possible, but they are not gonna do that because Poliwrath would have been, you know, switching out after, so I do get a hit on this Tapu Fini unless it goes for a Protect, which it doesn't. I get up with my Thunder and just take out this Tapu Fini, just like that. So, Tapu Fini has been befallen by a mighty Thunder, and Celesteela going for the heavy slam, probably target the Pikachu start. No, it is not. It targets the Pelipper, and now they're gonna bring in the Garchomp. No, they are very much definitely gonna bring in the Garchomp. I think that is actually fine, because, you know, I'm just gonna bring in the Tapu Bulu on that turn and then just Tailwind on the same turn, so everything is just gonna be going fine and dandy right there and then. And let's see. They Earthquake. They definitely Earthquake. I get a Tailwind because the Celesteela cannot outspeed me and it cannot KO me, so I'm fine. And I'm gonna be able to live from the Earthquake, so next turn I'm gonna be able to threaten this Garchomp quite heavily with a Tapu Bulu. So, yeah. This is gonna be a fairly interesting turn. I mean, they could go for a Poison Jab on the PIKACHU slot, but I don't think they would do that. Besides, you know, if they would do that, I could just bring Pikachu next turn and Hidden Power Rise the Garchomp, and then things would be the difference. Pelipper lives with 1 HP from the Rock Slide, goes with the Tailwind, and let's see what this you know, Celesteela is gonna go for. Heavy Slam, but onto whom? Into the Pelipper. This is actually gonna be pretty awesome. Special defense rate. That hurts. That hurts. Okay. This is actually fine for me. Pikachu! So, Hidden Power should be able to take out the Garchomp. So, I'm just gonna do that. And then I'm just gonna superpower the Celesteela. So, it's gonna be, you know, in a point where I could just, you know, go for the Dynamic Punch Z move. So, yeah, I think that I'm actually in a pretty solid situation. They do have the Arcanine on the back, but I don't think they're gonna switch it in. I have shown hidden power, but I don't know if they know it's ice. Maybe they think they'll live it, but I don't think they will. And they don't. The card jump just goes down just like that. And the Celesteela is gonna take this very hefty superpower. So it's gonna do almost half on the Celesteela. You know, putting down on my Tapu Bulu's defenses a whole lot. And the Celesteela should be going to the Heavy Slam on the Bulu slot as it does. And now I'm in the situation where I can KO the Celesteela with a Thunder from half HP, even though it has +2 special defense. And we're in a situation where I can also very much threaten the Arcanine very heavily. So I do have a lot of momentum on my side, but it's not over yet. This is not over yet. Because I do have the Tailwind, which is very beneficial, but this could be a very, you know, situation where I could actually lose. I want to check how many turns of rain. 2 turns of rain, so I can protect. Okay, so what I'm thinking here is that, you know, I do kind of want to double up into the Arcanine slot to make sure that it goes down. The Celesteela can't KO my Pikachu, and the Arcanine is the bigger threat here at the end of the day. So I just want to take it out. The Celesteela could actually go for Protect as well, so that's part of the thing, part of the thought process, because I want to make sure this Arcanine does not live on this turn. So I just want to be taking it out just like that, and yeah, that's my thought process here. Poliwrath goes for Waterfall. Does it KO? No, it doesn't, and that's why I go for Thunder on that slot. And that should be settling up the game, I think. I mean, Poliwrath is gonna be faster than Celesteela regardless, and the Celesteela goes for the Heavy Slam. But who does it target? It targets the Pikachu. Will it survive? No! The Pikachu does not survive from the Heavy Slam. That is a very heavy Celesteela right there, but it is more defensive on the special defense department, so I do think that I will be able to do a whole heap of damage to Celesteela, which will likely go for the lead seed on this turn and then protect afterwards. But, you know, I have a situation. I'm faster than the Celesteela regardless, so I'm just gonna make sure this thing does not lead seed me or anything like that. So I'm just gonna use Encore. They protect, they settle up the game for me because even though they protect, I'm faster than them. So I will be able to make sure that the Celesteela will not be able to survive from these, you know. I can just keep on waterfalling because I just, you know, Encore it into it, Encore it into Protect, and yeah, I'm pretty much, you know, set to win this match. This was actually a fairly close match at the end of the day, but, you know, I was able to clutch it out with the Poliwrath, with the Encore, to make sure that this Celesteela will not be able to pull off any shenanigans on me. So yeah, Encore, pretty good lockdown move right there. So yeah, here we are, and it just goes for another Protect. It fails, no big deal. I mean, if this would be a singles Poliwrath, I would probably just switch, you know, switch out the what's the Protect for bulk up. But yeah, I think Davis probably is gonna no, he doesn't forfeit. He just wants to sit this one out right here. So yeah, this game right here has been settled. It has been finished. I mean, I don't see any way they could be able to, you know, come on up top on this one. They just keep spamming Protect. I have Encore, so eventually they will run out of PP, so that's that as well. The Waterfall does some amount of damage, but that could do so much more if it would be raining. The encore ends, doesn't matter, I encore them again, and then they just go for a protect. So, this, you know, is pretty much, you know, a situation where I'm just, you know, waiting to sit this one out. They have no other option but to just go for the protect. And the Polybrass does indeed learn encore, and, you know, that's something what, you know, some people use on Polycode as well. So yeah, that's actually a very, very nifty move because it, you know, in these kinds of situations when it would, you know, I would have had a situation when I would have had to hammer them with waterfalls. And, you know, this would have been a very much similar game, but they would have had lead seed on me. So... But it's just kind of annoying that I need to, you know, wait this one out like this. There's... Davis, you're gonna run out of protects eventually. So... Just give up already, okay? I mean, I don't see a way for you to win this one, okay? Because you have Protect, you have Lead Sheet, and then you have Heavy Slam, and then I guess you have a third move. I mean, fourth move, but... Jeez. This is gonna take a while. I mean, I honestly do think that I have this game in the bag, but... all these stupid protects. All these very, very, very stupid protects and these. I mean, I have you in a lockdown. You have 16 per, you know. Come on. Come on. What are you trying to pull here? Oh, you're gonna run out of power points eventually, and then you're just gonna go for struggle. Yeah. More damage onto that Celesteela right there, but Jesus. Yeah. I hope that there is indeed lovely weather where you live in Sweden, so... Did the encore end? Yes, it did. Good. It's good that I did not waterfall on that turn. I will not let this encore end on you. You will keep on protecting until the very end. You stupid Celesteela. I mean, this is one of those situations when you face like a Chansey with, you know, minimize. It's like, you know, you kind of have to sit through it because, you know that they're not gonna quit. And it's back on the HP where it was before I waterfalled it. Protect fails, I go for the waterfall, do some damage, and yeah. How many protects can one Celesteela get? Melodies actually have been pretty swell, actually. It's nice. It's actually, you know, was pretty sunny, but now it's actually turning out to be more of a night. And jeez, could you please just, you know, stop protecting like that? This is never gonna end! This is never gonna end! This stupid war of the protection. Oh, they ran out of protects. Okay. This is fine. This is 100% fine! I just thought Encore ended, but they ran out of protects. Good. Now I'm able to actually waterfall them on every turn, which is nice. which I'm also able to get some flinches probably, which is also nice. So, yeah, they go for a heavy slam. No big deal. Doesn't do too much damage, but you know, the thing is that it has leftovers and it has leech seed on me, and I did encore on the turn when it seeded me, so that's not ideal, I'll tell you that. That's not ideal. Jesus Christ, how much HP can you get out of it? Okay. You know what? You know what? I'm going for the crit. I'm going for the crit all out pummeling, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see how much damage this thing is gonna do. This Poliwrath looks very sleepy, but it's gonna be very angry at this Celesteela, given the fact that it has been annoying me all throughout this match. All those hits. Come on. We bring it down to half HP. It goes for a heavy slam. It goes for a heavy slam onto my Poliwrath. Oh, it does so much damage. It does so much damage. But hey, this game is over. It seems. This stupid Celesteela, God! I tried so hard, but got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. God damn it. I don't even know what else happened in that game. I mean, it was just... Basically, only thing what I remember is that one bulky big-ass Celesteela what was in my way the entire time. Okay. Okay. Would you like to save this video of a battle? No! I do not want to reminisce on this battle ever again. But hey, you know, it's glad to see that there's some people have actually found my stream here, so thank you guys for that. And yeah, you know, so what we're gonna do is that we're gonna finish off with one more battle. One more battle, the last battle of the day. I mean, we have 4 wins, 4 losses with this very, very silly team of Clefable, Poliwrath, Pikachu, Tapu Bulu, Metagross, and Pelipper. And we're gonna be facing off like Joan Fran from I didn't even get the country, but okay. So this is gonna be very interesting. This is gonna be very interesting. So we have Garchomp, we have Tapu Fini, we have Muck, we have Arcanine, then we have Tapu Koko and Smeargle, the bane of my existence, Smeargle. Ugh, I hate that thing, but anyway, so we have. I'm thinking that because they don't have any weather, I didn't want to go to summary, but yeah, I have Focus Sash on my Pelipper. I go with Poliwrath, and I have Pikachu on the back. And let's see where we're gonna go with this. Tapu Bulu or Metagross, Tapu Bulu, yeah. I do kind of think that I'm gonna be very angry at that Muck when I don't bring in my Metagross, but I'm gonna be even angrier. Yeah. Clefairy? You want me to bring Clefairy? Okay! Let's go! Let's go with the Clefairy! This is not... This is not gonna go well. This is not gonna go well. I regret everything currently. I regret everything currently. So they're gonna bring in a Smeargle and a Garchomp, and okay, let's see here. Yeah, I'm just gonna Tailwind on this turn, and then yeah, I'm just gonna freaking Waterfall this Miracle because I don't want it to set up any freaking spores. I mean, if it would spore anything, it would be my Pelipper. They switch out this Miracle, okay. Into Muck. Into Muck, which is kinda a bummer. But let's see how much this Waterfall actually does. It does over half, which is very good to know, but okay. Pelipper got off with the Tailwind. I Hurricane the Muck and then go for the Z move coming off from the Dynamic Punch. So yeah, actually I'm gonna Scald because I do not want to deal with this Muck because this Muck. The communication with another trainer has been interrupted. Wait, was it my internet or was it theirs? It's theirs, okay. Okay, that was terrible. That was not a battle. That was just nothing. So another. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see here. So this team silliness. We are actually fighting here. Oh. Ethan with a rating of 1597. So this guy has actually won some battles, unlike me. So this is actually gonna be problematic. So let's lead up with blue, and let's lead up with Poliwrath on top, Pelipper on the back, and then have Metagross. Yes. I'm fine with that. And hello, Epson Plays. It's nice to see you here, and I hope that you will be enjoying my, content here. Perhaps, maybe you aren't. But anyway, it doesn't. It's always nice to have new people here, and I'm actually happy that the chat is actually being fairly lively. So that's really nice to see. And with the last battle of the stream, right here, the last one should have been the last one, but the disconnect. I'm not gonna accept that as the last battle. And we are gonna be off against Ethan, the Pokemon trainer Ethan, and we will see what kind of silly things we're gonna be able to pull on this match. There's gonna be Porygon 2 and Goodra on the very first turn against the Tapu Bulu and Poliwrath. Okay, I have experience when, I, used the Z move up from a Brick Break and it didn't freaking KO the Porygon 2. So, now we're in a situation. My Bulu is actually faster than my Poliwrath. So I'm actually gonna just taunt the Porygon and no. The Goodra has Lunch Bomb, so I'm just gonna bring in Metagross and then just use the Dynamic Punch all out pummeling onto the Porygon. I'm hoping. Nice to see that you're playing Pokemon. It's a fun game indeed. But hey. This is the moment of truth. Was it worth it to change the Brick Break to Dynamic Punch? Will I be able to one-hit KO this Porygon? The moment of truth. We will see, ladies and gentlemen. What will this by all-out pummeling be able to do this to Porygon? This is the huge point of this battle. Come on! Come on, Poliwrath! I believe in you! Believe it yourself! And HP goes down, down, down! And it lives with a smidgen! No! Damn it! No! So close! So close! So fucking close! No! They do not have a switching for a bullet punch anyway, so... And Porygons do not carry protect, so... Actually, I'm just gonna hit this Goodra. No. Oh, this Goodra has flamethrower, so I'm just gonna bring in Pelipper. Just gonna bring in Pelipper and kill this Porygon 2 with a bullet punch. God damn it! God freaking damn it! I mean, jeez. Yeah, Metagross gets off with bullet punch, so this Porygon 2 is taken care of. I hope. I almost thought it survived like with 1 HP. I would have seen nightmares of that. So Metagross is a... Ooh, that still allowed. It's great. It's great. I mean, I thought that was like a super offensive Life Orb Goodra or something like that, but no, it's okay. No, I'm not actually expecting trades, but... I'm not actually expecting trades right here, no. But I might actually be interested in those, but not currently, because I know my friend of mine is gonna be coming over soon enough. And they're gonna bring in Gigalith. Given the fact that the crit did what it did, I don't know if I'm gonna live from that. I mean, what they're gonna do here is that they're... Like, I am 90% sure they're just gonna Z-move into my Pelipper to make sure that, you know, it's gonna be taken out. But I don't know what they're actually gonna be doing. But they do indeed want to attack my Metagross. I know that. But next turn, I'm gonna be able to bring in my... They Rock Slide. They Rock Slide, okay. They go for the flamethrower on the Metagross slots. And now I'm expecting them to expect me to just, you know, switch in the Pelipper onto my Metagross slot and a Meteor Mash or something like that. And I probably do. I do probably want to think that they actually might do that. I mean, that would be a fair thing to expect, because I do want to get rid of this Goodra. That's very accurate, but I do think they might actually be expecting that. So what I want to do is that I'm actually gonna be hitting onto that Gigalith. I want to be hitting on that Gigalith because I will be hitting it very hard with that waterfall. They probably are just gonna go for another Rock Slide, but if I get rid of this Gigalith on this turn, it's you know, it's gonna be huge. It's gonna be huge. They're gonna be expecting, they're gonna go for the Z move with the Gigalith, powering up with themselves, going with the Z power right there, and he's gonna use the full force Z power move, Continental Crush. And let's see who it's gonna be targeting. It's gonna be targeting the Pelipper, which was the Metagross, so the Pelipper is gonna take a whole heap of damage, but I have the Focus Sash. So I will be able to live from that hit just fine. And the Goodra is gonna go for the flamethrower in the same slot, so they are indeed very threatened about my Metagross, and they did indeed want to take it out. Not perhaps out of the date, but they just wanted to take it out, just, you know, get rid of it. So yeah, the Gigalith is gonna take this waterfall, and it lives. Like, I will freaking nickname this stupid polygraph like the Smidgen. The Smidgen, what it makes these things live. Jeez. Poliwrath, why wouldn't you have like 10 more points in attack or something? Big. Let's see what the situation is. Last turn of Trick Room, so I'm just gonna Meteor Mash the Goodra, and I'm also gonna be... Should I Waterfall, or should I... I'm thinking that I do actually want to go for a Dynamic Punch on the Goodra, because I just wanted to get rid of it, but then again, if I get this opportunity... Yeah, I'm just gonna Waterfall. If they switch something, it's gonna take a hefty hit. and Gudra does not want to take this Meteor Mash regardless. The Gigalith goes for the Rock Slide. When in doubt, click the Rock Slide button, and it does negligible damage from both of my Pokemon. And it gets a crit. This Metagross, it just keeps on getting critted. This Metagross just keeps on getting critted, and it's gonna go for a Meteor Mash on the Gudra. It should do over half, and it does, and then the Waterfall does it on the Gigalith. And as the Trick Room is gonna end, I actually have a pretty solid situation where my Metagross is gonna be faster than this Gudra. And I will be able to hit anything that comes in pretty hard with a Waterfall. And given that they didn't switch anything in, they might actually be bringing in the Marowak. Let's see what it is. Let's see what the last Pokemon of theirs is gonna be. It's the Muck. The Muck. Okay. Yes, Meteor Master Gudra, take that thing out, don't worry about it anymore, and... yeah, I'm just gonna Waterfall the Muck. It's gonna do a whole heap of damage, it's gonna do a whole heap of damage on the Muck as well, bringing it up to half HP, but then again it has the berry, so it goes all the way back to Bull with a Figgy Berry, but then it... No! No! The freaking miss! The freaking miss! No! Not like this. Not like this. Oh, the Muck gets a flinch. The Muck gets a flinch. I am still in this game. I'm still in this game. Oh, come on. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. The Muck goes for Poison Jab. Gudra does not live from the Meteor Mash, so... Come on. Type of brutal superpower, let's go! Good damage, good damage. The Muck should not be able to live from the Meteor Mash when I hit on it with it. No! No, no, no! Another Meteor Mash miss! I tried, but I'm using a 90% accurate move. It's like a... It's like a high jump kick, in a sense. Well, this team seems like it's having more... It's having more losses than wins. But I hope at the end of the day we're all winners. If we had fun. So. I'm glad that we have had this experience together. And I hope you have enjoyed them. But hey, you know, if you didn't, you know, forget to leave a like if you liked it, or dislike if you disliked it. And you know, I always appreciate comments if you know that this is gonna be a video on my channel. And yeah, thank you for watching, and most definitely I hope every single one of you will have a fine day!